Join us in this episode as we continue west past the Cornish Peninsula towards the Isles of Scilly.
We're currently leaving the Lizard and crossing, which is about 40 miles, over to the Scilly Isles. Now, those of you who watched our previous video on what women want when sailing, let me show you something. Maxine, a life jacket's no good if you're not wearing it. Where's your life jacket, Maxine?
You're absolutely right, Neil. Absolutely right. Where is it?
I rest my case, Your Honour. It's not very often I'm right.
How's that then, Neil?
What a good girl. You're such a good girl. Well done.
Watch it.
Well, here's rather bizarre. We were doing 7 knots and it was getting a little bit lumpy. We're heeled over a little bit, so I put one reef in both sails, and now we're going 7.4 knots because I reefed down, so I was definitely over canvassed. And a much smoother ride in this short Atlantic swell. In the distance there is Wolf Rock.
Well, it's my watch. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Big swell from the Atlantic. Neil's having a break. The cabin is totally upside down. It's thrown everywhere. I didn't do a good enough job securing everything before we left.
We approach the Scilly Isles. We are now approaching the Scillies and going through Crow Sound. We've made it. Maxine's been a very good girl.
What do you mean I've been a very good girl?
You did your watch while I was having a little nap, and you've been very positive, and you found your old legs which were in the cupboard on the bottom shelf. You found your sea legs. Woo!
Condescending. There's a bit of deeper water there, look.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And that's it, not too much.
It's important to not totally rely on your active chart system. Satellite navigation can be at best 3 meters, but more likely 10 meters accuracy. So also constantly looking at your chart and trying to match it with your depth. Always look at your depth.
Yeah, no, there's a anchorages there, but there's one right in front of you.
Yeah, turn to your right, man.
Oh.
Eventually safe onto an anchorage. When you're anchoring in the Scilly Isles, it's really good to look over the side to make sure you're dropping your anchor into sand, but look how clear this water is. After the previous day's sail, it was so nice to wake up to a smooth anchorage.
I'm always surprised by how many sailors don't come to the Isles of Scilly. It's absolutely beautiful. The best part of the UK, without a doubt. The people are so welcoming and delightful. Maybe it's because of the old reputation of being the graveyard of ships, but with modern navionic charts, so long as you know what you're doing, it's perfectly safe. I'd recommend it to anybody. The ocean is very clean out here in the Atlantic, but it's very cold. You'll need a wetsuit, but if you brave the water, you can see lots of fish. And along with fish, of course, go the birdlife to catch the fish. Just here, you can see an oyster catcher. Hello! Coming to have a look at Neil's drone. So cute. The next day, we decided to leave our anchorage in St Helens Pool on Tresco and navigate our way carefully round to St Angnus using the Navionics charts. St Angnus has no shops, but it has a brilliant pub and restaurant. There are no cars allowed on St Angnus, which is lovely, and so it's a nice place to go for a walk down the country lanes.
I think we've had 2 or 3 days on the Scillies, and I have to say the weather is coming in a little bit manky either tomorrow or the following day. So
we've decided to get going because it's just turning a little bit moody, and tomorrow's forecast even worse. So we thought we would head out.
yeah, hard work sailing, really hard work. Got the wind vane steering us, so yeah, just on a bearing of 092 magnetic, which will take us to the Lizard, and we're away. But can't talk now, too busy.
We are about 5 hours from the Halford, making great speed. Nearly 6 knots on 9 knots of wind. Can't ask for more than that. Where's Neil?
I'm working.
Where you going, Neil?
We're going to put some music on because the last bit of the journey is always just nearly there now. So we're going to put some music on, so we're nearly there.
Whoa! That was close. That was the closest spot yet.
Oh my God, monkey's bomb.
Oh, I'm surprised we didn't take that away. Flipping egg.
I'd planned it to do that. I'd calculated that one.
Yeah.
I was downstairs, it was your watch.
It's true.
This is what happens when Maxine's on watch.
Cheeky.
Pass the button.
Cheeky. Watch it. Typical man.
5.5 knots. We've done 58 miles today, but once you put the engine on, it seems to drag. So how else do you celebrate except with a can of beer and a box of Bombay mix? And it's totally silent here up the river, absolutely. Just got to wind down now.
Show him, Neil. Show him.
We've gone up to what's called the pool in the Halford River. I mean, wow. Thank you, Sea Pigeon, and thank you, Neptune.
Yeah, and I'll drink to that.
Your thoughts on the day?
Great. Another great sail.
Thank you very much for joining us. I certainly enjoyed the trip. I hope you did too. Join us on our next adventure. We're heading out across the English Channel to the island of Guernsey. We'll tell you how we navigated our way through the COVID restrictions and were able to visit Guernsey, Sark and Herne. Please like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a thing. See you next time.